Yo, it's Shiny and Chrome. Do it. Woo! 22. Back at you. We didn't put up 21 because it kind of sucked. So,
Yeah, there were some technical difficulties / user errors. I apologize.
A strong combination of the both. Very, very high amounts of equal sides.
Mostly user error.
Yeah, mostly user error. The thing is, the computer doesn't really mess up. It's usually us. Go figure. Let's see here. It has been the start of the end for sports. Outside of baseball, I guess. God, it's going to take a while to work into baseball. NBA playoffs are here, boys. This is the end. This is the last lap we're getting for sports.
Well, thank God it takes fucking 2.5 months. So, it's not going to be over till early July, right?
It's going to be a while. Thank you. Whoever said this. Thank God there's so many teams. I get something to do. Like right now in the playoffs, you get a game like damn near every day.
I guess June, right?
It's beautiful.
I'm praying for a lot of Game 7s.
Yeah, a lot of Game 7s.
A lot of Game 7s. People fuck
legs.
up. Choke.
Let's
Choke,
get
bitch.
Yes, I totally am a big fan of choking. Choking leads to parody. Let's do it. Let's get this out of here. All right, we'll start this off with NFL news and notes for the last couple weeks. It's been kind of boring. The first free agency frenzy's kind of gone over. The NFL combines happen. We all know who the fastest, the biggest, the strongest are.
Yeah, it's good combine. It's good for some classes, or some positions, but other positions are extremely weak.
Yeah.
O-line and quarterback are horseshit this year.
But we got a few interesting news and notes thus far, and we're just going to run through these hot topics right quick, like the bloody flux. Ooh, that's a nice thing my phone just did. Let's go on and get that out of here. Let's see.
Well, right off the bat, we got Andre Johnson signs the one-day contract that he should have probably just done a couple years ago. But, man, we still want to play. He could have been useful,
He's
damn
a big body.
And he's still, but,
he fell off real fast.
He's a Houston Texan, though. He's one of the best receivers of all time. That's for damn sure.
That's one person that will always be, he's going to get into the Hall of Fame, but he's always going to be criminally underrated.
Yeah, extremely. He'll be one of the,
he'll
be
one of those
guys.
Dudes you just go look up 20 years from now and be like,
what the fuck?
Whose name was this on his,
too?
what? Yeah, it's like, that dude put that franchise on his back for a long time.
When they sucked.
Speaking of putting that franchise on his back, another receiver is looking like he's got the same arc as Andre Johnson when it comes to not having help from the quarterback position. DeAndre Hopkins, he's had some. He had a quote on this down year. Said, "A down season, it's a team sport. I did my job."
He did.
He did
do his job.
Not particularly the best response to the question.
it's not like Brock's there anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have said that if he was.
Right, but you just gotta.
DeAndre Hopkins pretty good at keeping his mouth shut.
He is very good. Which
that's calculated.
I feel like
he didn't just go off.
The level of frustration that was a. I might leave here.
He should have had an All-Pro year.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Like he's wasting his prime. That was a. I might leave after the next year.
You just cost me $12 million next contract. Like fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I'm pining for Brian Hoyer.
I'm loving this Jamarcus Russell. I love how things will just come up about players like way later, and it's just like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's like trying to protect their investment, right off the bat.
It's like you have your foul expunged or whatever. It's like, it's coming back later. We're gonna figure it out. So
I already got pardoned. I can't get into any more trouble for all this shit. I can tell you everything now.
Some dirt has risen from about Jamarcus Russell. While in the league, Jamarcus Russell was given a blank CD by Oakland Raiders coaches, which was supposed to be the game plan, quote unquote. It was a test to see if he actually looked at the game plan when they sent it to him. Russell returned and reportedly said that it looked good to him. That's horrible.
It's lazy as shit. Everybody always thinks Brett Favre some big old dumb country hillbilly, but he actually did the game plan stuff. Watched film, stuff like that.
He was smart enough to be one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
Jamarcus Russell's just not even given a rat's ass.
A blank. Good Lord.
At least open it up.
It's like, we at least wanted to see if the man will read the, prologue of a book we gave him. It's like, no, he won't even check to see if the book is a book. He just sees the cover.
It's like 30 Rock shit. It's like, can you read? It's like, please tell me. You can read, right?
He's like,
yeah. Of course I can read. Well, it's like, then do it.
You do it. Yeah, that was a very enlightening story to see. It's just like,
makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. I feel kind of bad for the man, but then it's just like, dude, you got rich.
You had every opportunity to give a shit.
Just didn't, not once, not till it was all over. We
Chris
got
Pratt gave more of a shit, like as Star-Lord. You know, like, you got a chance to give a crap. Like Marcus Russell's like, fuck that, no.
He's like, nah, codeine. Big deal alert. I ain't got a sound graphic for that. Panthers signed franchise defensive tackle Quan Short to a 5-year, $80 million deal. $80 million. It was like $35 million guaranteed, something like that.
That's not bad. That actually looked like a good deal, probably.
Right before the July deadline, no holdout. It was a good deal. They had to pay somebody. They decided not to pay Josh Norman or franchise motherfucker. So, somebody's get some of that money. And Quan Short, great idea. Really? What this means? Aaron Donald is going to be getting paid.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he's going to get like $120 million.
Paid.
At least.
He's making, because I believe Quan Short's making like $16.5 million next year, a year, essentially. So, I think Fletcher Cox makes like 17 and Dominic Sue makes like 18.
I mean,
so
Aaron Donald's get more than Von Miller.
20.
Yeah.
He's going at 20. I don't know if the Rams going to do that.
So it's going to be like 6 years, $120 million. They have to. They have no other options. They can't let him leave.
No other options. I hope they don't, but you never know, man. You never know. God forbid he ends up on like some actual good team. That just
like the Cowgirls has some cap room or something.
They got nothing. They're not paying anybody on defense. By the way, they're waiting for somebody. I don't know who it is or who it's gonna be.
Surprisingly, good idea for them. Fuck them for actually like doing smart things in free agency and cap wise and. God damn it, that shit. No,
it's not, they're working. There's a storm in the East. The mass is growing. The Bucks picked up a 5th round option on wide receiver Mike Evans.
You got to do that. Cheap another year,
Yeah, it's gonna be decent, but I'm just like, dude, if he comes out and has a ball in year, you think he's gonna?
They're trying to sign him now.
You're a South guy, Grizzle. What do you feel about that?
I don't know. We'll see. He's got Deshaun Jackson on the other side, so
I mean, I feel like he could have a
that
really good year.
That dude could blow up while he's there. So
I guarantee you, they're trying to sign him right now. It's just if he's willing to play ball, or if he wants to wait till the end of the year.
Yeah, that's the question right there. Brock Osweiler among Browns who reported the opening conditioning program. That's interesting.
Why wouldn't he?
For somebody that's a Browns fan, I guess, and cares about Brock Osweiler. Or maybe if Brock Osweiler's family members, you might care about that. Yeah, why wouldn't he? It's like that's an option for this man at this point. This man is trying to stay in the NFL.
Seriously, he looked really got a lot of bad fucking tape last year.
A lot of bad tape. It's like your team was like, oh, we need some tape on you. He's like, oh, God, it's all bad.
Tape.
Yeah, I got tape. It's horrible. The reel should be burnt. All right, so here's a question for you guys. This is a good one to munch on. What's the easiest team in the NFL to root for besides your favorite team? And I say that just because, you get towards the end, you get in the playoffs, and your team's not in unless you're fucking the people I'm sitting across the table from. It really pisses me off that their team's been in the playoffs.
Both of our teams made the playoffs. Yes, they did.
Yeah. No Super Bowls, though, this year.
Sadly.
What's the easiest team for you to root for?
I mean, for me personally, it's the Titans, just because of region-wise, and I always had connections with down here, so I always followed the Titans. But if you want just one off the wall, my third favorite team as a kid was always the Jets, just because they sucked.
Just because they sucked.
And they were kind of good. I don't know. It was just the underdog. You know what I mean? I'm like, but Titans definitely. If I'm not rooting for the Packers.
Yeah. All right, Grizzle. I feel like I know who it's going to be.
Honestly, I'd say the 49ers.
Oh, the 49ers.
Yeah.
Big change. I had my money
on Seahawks.
I've told you
guys.
On Sea Chickens.
I knew 49ers.
I've told you this guys before. I liked Steve Young back in the day.
Oh,
and it's
that's right. That's right.
But honestly,
you did say that.
Whatever. I was an Alabama fan, like Sean Alexander. Long story.
I like Sean Alexander too. I like Sean Alexander as well.
Awesome, though.
Yeah, but when you live here and you live in Huntsville, you ain't got shit to fucking cheer on, but dumbass Alabama football all the time and Auburn football. It's like you got to find something.
I'll give you that. I'm gonna come.
I didn't like it until I moved to Atlanta.
A little out of the box here. Not gonna be too much out of the box, but I'm gonna explain it to you. The Kansas City Chiefs. I've always liked Hank Stram. I like the Nigerian Nightmare. I like
What's
Andy
the cherry
Reid.
on top? Okay, I was going to say. What's the cherry on top of that sundae?
I'm sorry. I had to
hot fudge,
I had to
the cherry.
build it up.
That's what Andy Reid would ask.
I had to build it up. Yeah.
Where's the fuck's that? Not enough hot fudge on my sundae.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I want fudge.
Hey, $8
and
for
then
this
ice cream.
motherfucker.
But yeah, and Andy Reid, I kind of have a bias from that. But I like the way they play. I like
Priest Holmes. I love Priest Holmes.
I love Priest Holmes. I like Eric Berry coming back from lymphoma.
Who's the Alabama guy? Derek Johnson.
Yeah.
That died. He was like one of the best.
Yeah.
He was like LT reincarnated, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. There's a lot of ties for me to Kansas City, and there's this team
Good
and
program.
also I don't have to ever fucking worry about them. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm never have to worry
That's the
about
thing,
them.
you can't refer anybody in your
I ain't
division.
going by my division or
Or
my
conference
conference. I'm
even,
just
like-
like I like the Seahawks, but we played the Seahawks a lot. Those Hasselback team, we played a lot of them in the
fuck that
playoffs, and
shit.
we beat them.
Like-
Thank God. Like,
I got one weird question for you,
all right.
for both of you. Which rival team could you cheer for and see win a Super Bowl over your team? And-
Over my team?
yeah,
None?
like not
No,
over
no,
over
it's
your
not
team, but
possible.
like if they ended up winning, like who could you see?
All right, I have an answer for that, and I'm gonna just jump in, and I've already done it. The Giants when they beat the fucking Patriots.
All right, yeah, there you go. Just for good cause, just cause.
Good call. And I hate the Patriots because they beat my Eagles in the Super Bowl, and the only Super Bowl I saw my team go to. So every time Eli Manning beat Tom, I've said some really bad things about those games. Bad things I wish happened in those games that I will not repeat, which completely describe how I feel about those situations. But thank God Tom Brady doesn't have 7 Super Bowl wins. All right, we think 8. No, don't thank God. You thank Eli.
I gotta go Lions, cause Bears have only won one, but they're so shitty and smug about it still. It's fucking in
I
1985.
think if the Lions win a Super
The
Bowl, the whole
Vikings-
world might rejoice.
But the Vikings too, like they didn't even kept in their place. I like them not. I don't want them to win one. Fuck them.
If the-
Lions, I wouldn't be like, all right, like you said, I'd be like, oh yeah, good for you. Like,
If the Lions won Super Bowl, an ice cold cola product would show up to everyone's door in the world. Depending on the Coke, Pepsi, whatever you like.
delivered
it's
by
getting it.
Kylie Jenner.
Yeah,
Pepsi.
Kylie. Yeah, she's giving it. She's giving it to everybody apparently.
I don't care
She's
too
also
much.
getting it from
I
everybody.
don't care too much for the Saints because Drew Brees is still a great quarterback. They were going to win one eventually. But I'd have to say the Panthers because I would definitely want to see Cam Newton.
Yeah, I like Cam.
I want to see Cam
Yeah.
pull one off, honestly.
Yeah, Cam's
Yeah.
badass. Everybody should like. If you don't like Cam, you're kind of a tight ass.
Yeah, it's like you don't like football because Cam
Or
is the
emotion.
most physically
Or being real.
imposing person that like when you think about somebody as like playing defense, you think about somebody you don't want to ever see. It's Cam Newton.
I'm
You can
saying,
make a fool out of you. If you're
Right.
outside linebacker, your life is miserable.
all these celebration penalties now and just like trying to dehumanize the game and make it more about system and shit and franchises and that's some of the best players in NFL history, wore their emotions on their sleeve.
Mm.
Like had
We
a
gotta-
colorful personality.
You just said a
Like,
really interesting thing about the celebrations. The nice segue we got here because Scott Green, the head of the NFL Referees Association, said NFL referees hate the rules on celebration penalties too. It's like
I'm sure they do.
He said
They're
it's
human beings.
It's a big thing, an 80-yard touchdown play. You're thinking about all the actual things that went down the play, and then you have to also judge whether or not what he did retroactively was illegal, was a penalty or whatever. It's like that's one extra thing that they have to now monitor. It's too much.
I'm saying if you don't pull your pants down, you don't foot the bird, you don't. I guess because you can yell fuck as loud as you want. They don't give a shit about that. Like, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
I guess if you don't pull a cell phone or a Sharpie out, I guess that's the rules.
Yeah,
I would set.
I don't like using random objects, and I don't like being lewd sexually.
Yeah.
like,
Besides that, who gives a
Outside
rat's
that,
dick?
I don't even give a
Like,
fuck. I don't even mind you like pumping your hips and
yeah,
shit.
that's fine.
Let Antonio Brown dance. Just let him dance.
I draw the line at the Randy Moss pretending to pull his pants
But
down
I
and mooning
I
the
thought
people.
that shit. I'm a Packers fan. I thought that shit was funny as hell
I
when he
thought
did
it was funny, but I'm saying if
Like,
you're gonna draw a line,
yeah,
that's
the
where
line.
the line should be, because that's just a little flagrant. But outside of that,
you're
don't
like-
flick anybody off.
You're literally, not literally, you're figuratively showing your ass.
Yeah.
Like the Randy Moss thing. But
Yeah.
I still thought it was hilarious.
yeah, I
Because
love
Green
it.
Bay, I'm sorry, Lambeau Field can get a little uptight. It's a little old. Like all the, season ticket holders. It's like it's a very old crowd, and it's pretty tightwad sometimes.
All right,
But then the
so
young people are just hammered. So
Brandon
it kinda evens out.
Albert's fat ass has decided to hold out for a new deal. Wow,
Didn't he
Marone-
just do this like 3 years ago?
Yeah,
It worked
Doug
out
Marone
last time.
held
Like,
his first team meeting. Brandon Albert not there.
this just puts fuel to every argument about why you don't pay somebody who holds out. It's
Yep.
Like, no, he's just gonna do it again.
He's gonna do it
goddammit.
again.
Like,
He's gonna do it again. But that's good luck getting everybody to agree
He's
on that
not
one.
that good.
No.
He's a serviceable
He's
left
serviceable,
tackle.
but once you get past like 15, everybody's serviceable. It's like, can you be serviceable? Please.
I mean,
Please.
I think he's more of a right tackle, honestly.
No, he
but
totally is more of a right tackle, but he's athletic enough,
He can play
slightly
left.
athletic
He
enough
can-
to play left
yeah,
tackle.
he can get in the way at left tackle.
So, and if you can do that, teams are gonna reach for you. That's
Yeah.
that's the way of the world. There's not too many dudes that are that big that can do that. Like
That's what
just,
Ted Thompson always says. He's like, there's a lot of athletes out there. He's like, there's only so many people that are 330 pounds that are athletic.
yeah. It's like there's once you find one, you keep them. That's like your that's like your queen. Like you gotta hold that. Raiders quarterback Derek Carr wants contract extension before training camp.
As it should be.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
They should hand him whatever he asked for.
I would have given it to him in his hospital bed.
It's like, what did Andy Luck want? We'll put $5 million on top of that guaranteed. Cool?
Yeah, sound good? Good.
They have so much cap room
Sign here. Rape charges dismissed against former 49ers Ray McDonald. Gets a little bit more serious topic here.
Well, what about the 5 domestic abuse charges he
That's
had? Like,
also interesting.
All swept under the rug, probably paid off.
I want to know.
Got away with it.
I want to know what the receipt was, because there was a receipt.
Yeah,
there was a dollar sign, and
this dude's still never playing the NFL again.
No, he should never get to play in the NFL again. And there's a whole lot of them, the whole list of them that shouldn't be allowed to play in the NFL again. And we'll get to that
like
one day, buddy.
Greg Hardy.
Oh yeah, just saying. You know,
Did you
another
see that
guy.
Arena League shit.
What happened?
They like put it up that they wanted to sign him like a poll for the fans, and it was pretty overwhelmingly no.
Yeah,
for an Arena League fucking football team.
That's pretty bad.
For Greg the Psychopath Hardy.
Yeah,
watch him stiffen those smelling smells. I know everybody does it, but
God,
why'd they put that on TV?
And the thing is, no one talked about it. And we watched it. We're just like, this man looks like a psychopath. These man's doing smelling salts out here. Looks like he's about to rip a fucking head off.
It, but you never see anybody else
doing it.
No
one looks like that, man.
Yeah,
he does it. It looks like he's been doing it too much. It's like, well, you get like the triple grade or something for you, buddy. You like load him up
like
2
he
times.
was gonna drink a baby's blood.
Seriously.
Something like that. Like,
if you put that man in a battle-like situation, I would like to be behind him. Speaking of psychopaths, Adam Pac-Man Waka 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 Jones loses his temper on a
greatest human being on the planet right there.
Reporter asked this man a simple question because he had a number of incidents over the this offseason, which, you know, the reason why he had to move through so many teams and had to be rehabilitated.
Almost killed. Yeah, he was paralyzed, but it was his damn fault.
He doesn't have the best track record, and he was on the straight and narrow for a little bit, or at least he's been dodging it, and it's just been bubbling over recently. And the people, it's blood in the water, and the piranhas are swimming. They are circling. The angry sharks.
Video got leaked. He was like telling him like "fuck you," like spit on somebody.
The reporter asked him about it, and he was like, "Didn't I tell you not to fucking ask that question? Shut the fuck up." And it was
banned for next rest of the year.
I wish they had a still of the lady in the background. This lady just, her face was just like, like, well, she's still holding the mic or whatever, because she got to get the scoop. But she was like, she
wrote it down on a pen and paper though first. So.
She's like, this shit's about to pop off. I need to get the fuck up out of here.
This shit when you're like, Siri, editor.
Marvin Lewis had to fucking calm him down, and he was
had to
literally
come in like minutes later. I heard
he was literally in the middle of having a speech about how thankful he was to Marvin Lewis for.
He's in anger management.
Oh, wow.
Anger therapy. But the only reason they dropped the latest thing is because he insisted that he stays in it. Like, he was actually working on it. So I almost feel bad for him, man. He probably got triggered.
The thing is,
this
sorry.
dude's obviously mentally unstable.
I'm sorry.
But he's out of chances.
If you're in anger management, the first thing to manage your anger should be to take you out of the NFL. Like,
well, I mean,
if I'm a
but that's not an option.
That's not helping.
Like,
I understand. I understand the realities of it, but it's just kind of counter fucking productive.
I also want Adam Jones to punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, like, you want to keep this pit bull, you know, wild. You want to keep this pit bull effective, but you also kind of got to make sure he doesn't maul regular people. And that's kind of not good when you keep fighting the pit bull over and over and over again. It's like, dude, you got to stop fighting. Your brain is mush, man.
He's a fucking idiot.
He's got mush brain.
He doesn't deserve to play in the NFL. He hasn't for the last 7 years.
Yeah.
But like you said, he's been good for a while.
Yeah.
But he fucked up. I mean, the dude's always mentally unstable.
All right, we're going to move to the round ball. That was the news and notes thus far for the NFL. Not very eventful.
Right there, mentally unstable.
Yeah.
It's like just and over.
Yeah.
Before we go to basketball, Braxton Key going into the NBA. No agent though.
Really, Braxton Key's going to the NBA?
Just alerted.
Oh,
that means he can pull out though. After he can do the combine.
Yeah, he can do the combine.
Got no agent. Yeah,
that's
which is one cool thing I wish they let NFL players do too.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. And it's Travis.
What the fuck is that hurt? They're not getting paid for any of this shit. It's just gonna work out hard that all season.
It scares the college programs. That's what it does. Round ball. We just had our first days this last Saturday and Sunday. This glorious Easter weekend of round ball playoffs.
Good game ones. Some high seeds were not ready for the playoffs. Apparently,
real good game ones. We're gonna start off. We're gonna tip it off with the first ones. Really good game. 109-110. Or was it 109-108? I think it was 109-108 Cavs over the Pacers.
I didn't see the end of this one.
I believe it's 109-108 Cavs over the Pacers because I can't type all the way. Paul George put up 29 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. LeBron James, usual, 32 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists. That game was a nail biter. That Paul George is not to be trifled with.
He plays really good against LeBron too. Like,
all the time.
He's one of those people who just steps up. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those. He's better in the playoffs than the regular season. He's got that sixth year.
Cavs whipping up on the Pacers right now.
Woo.
It's like 91-75. That is.
Hey, still a whole other quarter. We just watched the Hawks like a week ago come back from
that was
26 down in the fourth.
That was in halftime.
No, it was 26 in the fourth.
Oh, you talking about
that Hawks game?
Oh, the regular season game.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you were talking about the Hawks. Washington game that just happened where they were up like 20 points going in right before the halftime, and then they just literally let John Wall explode. So Paul George, they lose by a point. There's a little bit of the controversy of whether C.J. Miles should have taken the last shot because he wound up taking it.
He's a good three-point shooter.
He is.
It's a good look.
Paul George apparently didn't see it the same way, and the press conference afterwards was like, hey, you need to give me the ball, which is what you want your superstar to say.
Get Booby the ball.
You want him to say that. Thank you. You want him to say that.
But seriously, though, like...
There's a nice stat that came out recently in game-winning moments. Paul George, 0 for 17. So just
fuck.
Just gonna throw that out there.
At that point, though, it's like he's gonna hit one of these, goddammit.
And the best thing that I feel that happened was LeBron James was asked about this, and he kind of threw a little shade. I think he tried to throw a little wrench in that nice little dynamic they have over there in Indiana, and he said he plays numbers. If I get double teamed, I pass the ball.
Well, yeah,
that's a 4-on-3. That's numbers. And that was right after Paul George said I want to shoot the ball. And LeBron had always been criticized.
He's pretty good at getting
that.
People's heads though in the playoffs. Like he's
was
really good at that.
That was a
second
real
to Michael
nice
on that one.
Dick
like
that he just threw in there.
One little throw-in line.
Just think about that. Just think about this. Like when he's been criticized about it for such a long time about taking the last shot.
He's had that response ready for probably 10 years.
Yes, seriously. It's called math. All right. He said, if I'm 1-on-1, guess what? I'm going to score.
We could probably dig one up 3 years ago. Like the exact same thing, probably. Like,
yep. And then this is the whole genesis of this. It was either today. Yeah, I guess it was today. Paul George said, I've got to trust I've got to have trust for my teammates. I thought he had a good look, a very makeable shot for CJ, but I was selfish in the moment. I wanted that shot in that moment.
It's good. That's smart right there.
Yeah.
And if there's any fires at all, you want to put out in the playoffs. So
I mean that's
a good quote.
It's a dust up, but it was handled professionally.
CJ Miles is a decent guy.
Shots
like,
across the bow though. That was a nice.
That's where CJ Miles was like, what the fuck, dude? I'm just trying to be on the
CJ
team
Miles
next year.
Over here just like, yo, please sign me.
Yeah,
please sign. Wherever team I have to be on next.
Paul, we've been cool all fucking year.
I'm not that kind of guy, man. I thought I was supposed to take that shot.
You average like 4 assists a game, 3 of them to you. Come on, man.
Oh man, I feel kind of bad for him. It's okay. Here's a nice little stat. LeBron James scores 37 points today against the Pacers. He'll pass Kobe in career playoff scoring. That's fucking ridiculous. That dude still got like maybe 10 years of basketball left in him.
Yeah, at least 5.
At
really
least
good
5.
years.
I'm saying he could just go play straight power forward after the next 5.
And especially he'll be the first person to only play like 50 games a year. Like once he turns 37 or something like that.
Yeah. Like, was he like 32?
33, 34. I don't say 33.
33?
An old 32 or 33.
Yeah, but he's also the most
athletic. Playoff minutes though, too. Like,
he's also
like
the
Tim
most
Duncan,
athletic man of all time. This is Superman.
He's Tim Duncan that didn't go to college.
Yeah.
Like,
the Bucks, your Bucks. You must have enjoyed this.
I got to watch most of it work. We were like slow right until about the end, so I couldn't see that, but it was fun.
Hey, 97-83. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, I said that good. 28 points. There we go, my man. 28 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. What was that?
LeBron's got 32.
LeBron is 32.
Oh, how about that? How about
still a whole quarter too? So that's...
Well, he has to score 37. So.
No, I'm saying that his age is 32.
Oh, his age is 32.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right, appreciate that.
Damn, that is an old 32. Yeah. Same Miles, not like him personally. He's still in great shape.
He could play like 10 more years.
Yeah.
How old is fucking Nene?
Nene's got to be like 36 or
Nene
once again
got-
like an old
Nene
36 or
got
7.
crop dusted with gray hairs over the last 2 years. That dude looked like he was a young,
Dude,
old
he had a
dude.
throwback
and then all of a
game
sudden
last night.
Oh, that dude was all over.
slamming
but
shit around.
He made Steven Adams like all right, we'll get on that later. But that was a little fucked up.
Yeah, LeBron's got 23 right now. Kyrie's got 26.
Okay.
Nice.
He's not getting it tonight, probably. Maybe. But.
Serge Ibaka had a Serge Ibaka game in that 19 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks. That's what you need from Serge.
He almost tried to fight Giannis at the end, too.
That would have been interesting. That would have been
Giannis
straight
got
out
that
of
reach.
Africa. Serge
He's going to do the
Ibaka's
Carmelo.
also like
He's
6'11".
He's going to be running away just throwing that fucking jab.
I don't know. You have to check those reaches because Serge Ibaka is a big dude.
Yeah, no,
Like,
he is.
He's a true center power forward. You don't do that.
He's not a center. He's powerful.
No, he plays a lot of center too. He can play. Serge Ibaka's like 6'10", 6'11". He can play center. That's why that, in my opinion, that was the biggest mess up on Oklahoma City. It's like, dude, what are you doing? This game's running. You got the best running center in the league in Serge Ibaka, and you're not using him right.
Giannis is 6'11", but he's got go gadget arms.
Yeah, he does have
I'm saying
go-go
Serge
gadget
Ibaka's
arms.
got stubby arms. Or
No,
anything,
no.
but
I mean, I'm saying Serge Ibaka's arms are long, and they're also thick.
Yeah.
Because he's been in the league for a long time. I'm not messing with Serge Ibaka. He's from Africa. So is Giannis. Still not doing it.
he didn't mess with. He messed with DeRozan, I think. That's why I got all pissed.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, and that's
It's
what
a
your
good
big
block.
dude should do.
He just yelled at him
Your
afterwards.
big dude should do that.
They took that tech back, by the way.
And DeRozan, DeRozan had a little statement, non-statement. He was asked if all Milwaukee screens were legal, and he responded, "If you pay my fine, I'll answer that question." No.
It's a good response.
Next question. That's a beautiful fucking response. I feel like every
Marshawn Lynch-esque.
every athlete should use that response from now on. It's like, are you gonna? The commissioner's gonna come shit down my throat if I answer this truthfully.
Why are you even asking that?
Why are you doing that? Why are you being a dick? I feel like reporters should ante up. I feel like if you really want the real,
They ain't getting paid that, though. You know what I mean? Like, but I do. Like I get what you're saying. But
I'm saying, like, if you're a big time reporter and you got money, you're Stephen A. Smith. You're just like, yeah, I want the scoop.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll pay you for the
yeah,
scoop.
yeah.
I'll pay that fine for you. Tell me the truth. I think that would.
That's
actually,
a good idea. I'm just saying, like, beat reporters aren't gonna be able to do that.
Hell no.
You know that's who
They-
asked him. Somebody
Nah.
from like the fucking
It's like, dude, I
the
give you
Toronto
I
Dispatch.
give you $200 and a
Like,
ball of Canadian Mist.
dude, I got some Sour Patch Kids in my pocket and some Tic Tacs. Is that good enough? Like,
you need 2 more tickets to your own game.
give me my press pass.
There you go. But yeah, NBA has rescinded the technical foul called on Giannis late in the fourth quarter of game 1. So,
Those
if he
screens
gets
aren't
any
any
more
worse
text,
than any other fucking team's done so far.
There've been a lot of moving screens.
that
been
one
going
dude,
on.
they weren't as bad as that Steven Adams screen.
Yeah.
'Cause his feet weren't set when he just
He
leveled
knocked
Beverly.
the hell out of Patrick Beverly.
I
And
can't
Patrick
believe they
Beverly
didn't make
got
him out
up
of
and
the
made
game.
2 more 3-pointers.
They didn't take him out of the game.
No.
That should be fucking being fined for that.
Yeah.
That's concussion protocol. Like,
Spurs down the Grizz. Kawhi 32 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Marc Gasol 32 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. It was a typical Spurs game. They just played Spurs basketball. The Grizz got up a little bit early. They came out like a 15-point lead, and then the Spurs they put the clamps on them. And it really sucks that the Grizz don't have Tony Allen right now.
yeah, it does not help.
You can't.
He'd be on
Kawhi.
he'd
be on
not
Kawhi
like
all day.
all the time, but most of it.
Yeah,
most
but
of
I'm
the time. But it'd be very, very fucking helpful. Like,
Kawhi's numbers while Tony Allen is against him
you can't really
they're
play Chandler
drastically
Parsons
different.
without fucking Tony Allen.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Like,
yeah, you can't have Chandler
that's
Parsons
just
on the
shitty.
court.
And they need him for all because he can't score.
Yeah,
Like,
that was one of the worst free agent signings in a while.
it wasn't
They
smart.
paid him a lot of money,
Yep.
and he has done nothing this season.
He's been banging a bunch of Instagram models.
He's been
a shitload.
That dude.
Is
Like,
like
by the way, your basketball game has been shit recently, but this dude he's been using all his time wisely, just banging broads.
He's like, I got another job. I'm just gonna be banging chicks.
Yeah,
They're gonna pay me to
Instagram
do it.
models. Come get the D. Chandler Parsons has got it for you for the free. The Jazz shocked the world. Not really. We kind of saw this coming.
Called it.
They dropped their first one versus they win their first one versus the Clip, 97-95. Joe Johnson with the buzzer beater, turning back time. Joe Johnson had 21 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists.
He's still a good player.
My problem with that is, what the hell are you doing, Gordon Hayward? He did not have that great of a game.
Yeah.
He did not. He was not very present. I mean, he didn't mess up. He contributed in other ways.
He'll have better games.
Bob Mute was up his ass. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
I mean, that's
That
a good
dude's
defensive
defender.
player.
That's the reason why he's starting, because damn sure he ain't scoring.
No, not at all.
The one problem with this game was that Rudy Gobert got hurt in the first 17 seconds. 17 seconds, and their defensive player of the year possibly.
Awful.
Second best player on their team.
Dude, that was awful.
Like the heart and soul of their team.
It wasn't even that bad. Like,
He
it
was
really
just
kind of
bang knees.
But when your knees are that fucking big, and
Yeah, I mean, like that dude, he's gonna be doing. I mean, he's not gonna be playing
fine.
this next
It's
game.
Structurally,
he's
it's
definitely
fine.
not playing the next game.
He's out for at least a week or two.
Yeah,
It's hyperextended.
yeah. Damn,
And
that
it's
sucks.
you know,
And a
it's
bone
swole
bruise.
up. Yeah, it's a really, really deep one too. Like,
Ooh, it looked bad. It looked like he just smacked the hell out of versus.
it looked very unnatural. You know what I mean?
Mamute,
Like,
I think that's who's the.
yeah, it was. That's who it was, and he felt bad afterwards. He was like, "Hey, I was trying to get her on a screen, and we banged knees."
And they
Like,
still lost to him.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign, man.
Well, I was listening to somebody talk about it. I don't want to say it was Chuck. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. But somebody said they were like, maybe after that guy, Gorbeck goes down, they kind of loosen up. They think they got this shit, and then this team's good enough to stick with you, and you got that buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Like, shit like that happens,
Joe Johnson walked into that time machine, walked out Superman. The Wizards, Superman, John of the Wall. 32 points, 4 rebounds, 14 assists. That's a point guard right there, baby. That man accounted for 48 points. That's ridiculous.
Not
or
bad.
50
No, more than
points.
that.
50 points.
Yeah. No, that's 60.
Is it?
Jesus.
10 assists. My bad. Yeah, my bad.
It's 14 assists, 28 plus 32.
There you go. That's
That's
a lot
60.
of that's 60 points though. The game was 114 to 107. That's disgusting. I think Bradley Beal scored like 20 some points.
Yeah, he had a good game. Like 23 points, 3 assists, and 3
I'm saying
boards.
John Wall is a dynamo. He's a walking first
Dude,
half.
Schroeder had a good game. 25, 3, and 9. That's not
That
bad.
was also what I want to say. In any other time, in any other game, Dennis Schroeder had a very good playoff. 25 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. Problem was he was going against John of the Wall. And the dude, this is probably one of the most athletic dudes you're going to have defending John Wall. And John Wall lit his ass up. Like, just like a Christmas tree.
I mean, John Wall's just faster than you. I don't care how old he gets. He's just always going to be, and as he gets like a little bit slower, which he hasn't yet, by the way. But once he does, he's actually pretty
John
savvy
Wall
now.
is actually-
Like, he's always going to be one
John
step
Wall's
ahead of
actually
you.
now, like, people forget, this dude's young as shit. He came
That's
out
what I'm saying,
right out of, like, 1 year in college. The dude's approaching his prime now.
So it took a few years, but he's actually picked up enough moves where he's savvy. He can set you up.
My
He's got a
thing
little
is,
Steve Nash now,
I
too.
think
just
he's
getting off that-
always had it. I think he just didn't have the fuck you. I think he realized the time's starting to pass him by. He's seeing
Yeah, now he's
seeing
got
all
a
these
little
other-
bit chip on his
seeing
shoulder.
Kyrie doing
Time
great.
after time.
Yep, he's seeing
Kyrie, that
Steph
should
Curry
piss you
doing
off.
great. All these other point guards that you ranked higher than. You're supposed to be
learned some shit,
dominant.
though, too. He's picked up some moves since he's been in the league.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. He's definitely got craftier.
He doesn't just
just
be at the hole.
Yeah, I'm faster than you. It's like, well, you can't do that in the NBA. Everyone's gonna at least be close enough to close in on you, right, when you try to lay it up.
I'm saying he's learned enough that I feel like he can age really well in this league because his shooting's gotten better every
And
year.
he's gotten
Like,
better with his post game. The high post game for him as a guard because he's a big guard. He's like 6'4". Like, use that, and he's learned how to use it. And his crossover J is just disgusting. He put Kent Bazemore, who is a great defender, put him
really
on
good
skates multiple times in that game.
Kent Bazemore just got damn near a max
I
contract for
felt
being a
bad for
defender.
Kent, and the thing is, Kent Bazemore had a decent game. He actually scored some. He got when John Wall wanted it, he took it.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about it. It's like, dude, I got in his way. I fell down multiple times, started tripping him up. Like,
Foul him, I guess.
I did, and he scored. Like,
Oh, and you talking about somebody taking somebody's life? Markieff Morris took the life of Paul Millsap. Like, that was he
he now
punked him.
owns his soul.
He straight
Like,
punked him. Like, he walks around like jail. You walk around holding somebody's back pocket. Paul Millsap's holding Markieff Morris's back pocket right now because he's like, dude, I'm bigger than you. I'm faster than you. I'm making the shots. What are you here for? It's like,
Bob Millsap had decent stats.
yeah,
Like, that's the
it wasn't
shitty
bad.
thing. Marquise Morris had like 4 blocks though.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
like,
Like,
that's
it was
shitty.
disheartening. And the thing is, they kept throwing the ball back into Paul Millsap. I was like,
That's
what are
they
you
do.
doing? Like,
That's what they do.
oh my god, yeah, he didn't pass it back out enough at all.
Right back to me.
Right back. Trail Beasts really tried their hardest. CJ McCollum had 41 points and 8 rebounds.
God damn.
One assist. Damian Lillard had like 30-something points too.
Dude, that fucking green line though.
Yeah, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists for Draymond Green. He
Yeah.
almost had like a super triple double.
That's fucking. And I'm sure he had a couple blocks and a couple steals.
Yeah, it's Draymond Green. He has to.
There you go.
The Trailblazers. It was tied at half It was tied at the third quarter.
Just don't have enough depth, man.
And then the Dubs just they started
If
raining.
KD wasn't playing, I'd like him a lot better. But the Warriors got, even losing all their depth, they still have so much goddamn depth.
I think this is going. I think this is going 5 games max. Bulls did what we had a nice little conversation about that one. Everybody's been like, oh, the Bulls aren't gonna be that good. It's like, dude,
they were shit for a lot of
They
part of the
were
season.
really bad, but they have the right pieces to it. If they could be better than the sum of their parts, aka everyone bend the knee to Jimmy Butler, I think this could work. Rondo is not to be fucked with. That dude is a good defender when he wants to be.
Yeah.
Like, if you can D up LeBron James.
He's knocking threes down.
Yeah. That's bullshit. That's not good. That's not good for any team. Bobby Porter's out here trying to get some respect on his name.
Dude, Bobby Porter should be good.
Bobby Porter's, he was a lottery pick.
He looks like baby Chris Bosh.
He is a lottery pick. Bobby Porter's out here sinking threes, dropping Ds, blocking shots. This dude's actually out here trying to get a contract. And he wants people to at least know his name.
Everybody besides Thomas on the Celtics just look kind of like, we're not supposed to be here as the 1 seed. You know what I mean? Like, we're supposed to be scrappy 3 seed.
Like, when the Hawks got the 1 seed, and it's just like, hey, you had a great regular season.
I think the Celtics a little better, but you're right on the
The problem with the Celtics is they don't have rim defense. They can't do it.
None. Amir Johnson does not count.
Amir Johnson is a crap.
Does not count.
Yeah, no, not rim defense. He's a crap Greg Monroe. He's a shit.
Who is also not great rim defense.
He's a shit Derek Favors. And then you got Kelly Olynyk, 7 foot, somehow not able to protect the rim.
Hanging out on the fucking 3-point line every goddamn play.
Somehow not able to protect the rim. You're so close to it. It's pretty bad. I also feel horrible for Isaiah Thomas after the loss. He had to play this game literally within 24 hours of finding out his sister China died.
Yeah, and
in a car accident.
Yeah, and fuck Charles Barkley too for making fun of him for crying.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit. It's not about the game. It wasn't even probably about the game.
Sure we've seen Chuck cry on the floor.
Yeah,
before not like his family dying. He was probably drunk.
Yeah. I'm saying
no.
But my thing is, look, it is what it is. You can't be going looking at Charles Barkley for some sort of sage advice. The dude's a talking head on the media.
I know he's trying to.
It's just that's disgusting. You don't say shit like that.
You could have stirred a lot more shit up besides that.
Best thing you can do is say your condolences and shut the fuck up.
And you had the layup too of Dwayne Wade looking like shit in that first half. You could have made fun of him if you really want to stir the pot up.
Isaiah Thomas is the reason why they lost that game. That dude kept them in the game in the final crunch minutes.
They kept coming back
because of Isaiah Thomas and going fuck you mode.
And the only reason Marcus Smart.
Yeah, and the only reason they lost, you know why? They can't stop. Once you get past their guards, it's a free-for-all. You in the paint, you're going to score or get a foul. This is damn near, it's the highest percentage probably of any playoff team.
That Chuck shit was fucked up because I remember him, after he got caught for that DUI and all the gambling debt shit came out, I remember him asking for people to respect his privacy and shit.
Yeah. I'm not a role model. Then shut the fuck up.
This dude might actually be.
Jimmy Butler went for 39-3 in that game, and like I said, Isaiah Thomas went 33-5-6. That's pretty damn good games for both the superstars in those games. A nice quote from Dwayne Wade to give you a nice look into what the locker room feels about this Jimmy Butler.
That's what he should be thinking.
And this was the question. It was kind of why the team sucked. I feel like in the middle of the year, it was who's the big dick? Jimmy Butler. Dwayne Wade quote, "We'll ride Jimmy until we can't ride him no more, till the wheels fall off."
That's what she said.
Yes. And then when they're ready to ride me, I'm ready. That's how it should be.
We had that one moment where it's Dwayne Wade's gonna get 2 points.
Yeah,
he went and got it.
It was
an important 2 points.
Exactly. You need somebody to
do it again after that. He kind of
play within the realms of offense. Yeah, so you get the ball when you can get the ball.
Bad, man.
He's older. He's Dwayne Wade, Mister. I never learned how to shoot well.
He's trying not to do too much, but you can't be a spot up 16. He's got to be moving before he shoots.
Yeah, exactly. It's I have to take 2 dribbles at least before. That's his game, which he's finding a way to. He gotta just be the dude coming off the bench.
Yeah, it's not bad. Nobody's bitching about having Dwayne Wade scoring 18 off the bench or whatever he did.
That's not a problem. That's a good problem to have. Man, and the last game, I was really hoping that last game was going to be a lot better than it was. It started off, first half was pretty good.
Dude, Thunder were winning.
Thunder and Rockets. And, Thunder were winning at halftime. Andre Robinson, 18.7 rebounds, 1 assist, was actually doing pretty. Andre Robinson's playing well on offense. You should win this game. He's a defender.
Russell Westbrook looked like crap.
Dude, did you see what the Rockets did? They trolled Westbrook, and they put on like at the end of the game, it's like one of their jumbotron graphics. It was Patrick Beverley's numbers versus Westbrook's. Patrick Beverley had like 21 and 10. Russell Westbrook had like 22 and like 9 or something like that.
He was out of control, Russ, which we haven't seen in a while.
Which Patrick Beverley makes him do that. That's one thing. If you go back and look at all Patrick Beverley and Russell Westbrook games,
though, dude.
Oh my God, the monster of all screens.
Y'all were playing Madden, and I was just like, oh!
Yeah.
Like, they're like, dude,
I look
rewind
over.
that. Like,
this man's just screaming. This grown man screaming around the house. Is like, oh my God. Look over.
I think he might be dead.
Kyle Drogo, a.k.a. Steven Adams, has just leveled Patrick Beverley. And it's like, I don't care if you win or lose the game. I got that ass.
I saw a couple in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Like that, but I haven't seen one in the NBA like that in a long time. I remember Shaq doing it a couple times.
This just speaks to the level of competition that's going on in the NBA because all these kids are getting around the same age, and there's only one chip every year. And now there's like everybody was friends before and everything, and all the AAU friends, buddies, and whatnot. And guess what? All of a sudden, there's only one chip every year. We're all getting closer to retirement. Fuck you. That's pretty much what
that screen was. The best play I saw. It was just like, oh my God, I love basketball.
It was the immaculate screen. No call called, no foul call. I was like, hell yeah.
Feet were dancing around like Fred Flintstone.
The one thing though, Patrick Beverley came back after that screen.
Scott made
2 3-pointers in a row.
He should have been on the game for at least 10 minutes.
The most sinister smile after that too. Like it was Chucky.
He was concussed like a motherfucker.
The man did not know where the fuck he was.
It was my high school championship. I just hit the game beater, right?
And here's a very interesting stat, because there's stats everywhere, especially when you're talking about Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's 15 lowest user percentage games this year, the Thunder are 13-2. One of those losses was the Denver game where Russ played only 18 minutes. I'm just saying. They might need
to lay off.
They might need to lay off a little Russ. Let some other people
look great.
Yeah. Let Victor Oladipo handle the ball for longer than 2-3 dribbles and then pass the ball to Russ.
He didn't look that great, but Roberson, man, was D'ing up Harden too. Like, he got pissed off for like 2 of those quarters. He looked almost as good as James Harden for about 10 minutes. That's scary. Like,
yeah, and then eventually James started getting his, and it's like,
it's just gonna happen.
Thunder, yeah, exactly. It was like the Thunder couldn't score. They got to figure that out because they tried to run with them. It's like, dude, you're not a running team anymore.
Throw it inside.
You're not a running
Steven
team
Adams,
anymore. Yeah,
Canner, Taj Gibson.
Start setting some hard picks.
Kind of wish we had Serge Ibaka now.
Yeah,
like actually having him on the fucking high post. Like,
yeah. He worked. Serge Ibaka works a lot better with Russell Westbrook than with Kevin Durant. Like, because Kevin Durant and him kind of eat the same space on the floor. So him and Russell Westbrook, man, if they would have known that Kevin Durant was going to leave, definitely hold on to Serge fucking Ibaka.
I just like having Serge at power forward instead of center because you can come crash the boards, offensive boards. Like,
all right, like I said, Pat Bev MVP. Some other news from the NBA, some shit that no one really cares about, but I'm sure some people kind of care about it. Carmelo Anthony and Lala Anthony. Lala tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios Anthony.
Saw that shit.
Kevin Garnett have separated.
Yep, saw that shit.
But my thing is, that's always his biggest caveat. He's just like, I'm not leaving because my wife does work here and whatnot. If I'm going to go, I'm going to LA. It's like, well, guess what? You ain't with your wife no more. So get the fuck out of New York.
So, hey, you want to play? We got like the Bucks. You want to go play for the Bulls? Like, we got the Midwest to call it, man.
And here is the craziest conspiracy theory of the month. What if Phil Jackson somehow orchestrated the divorce of Lala Anthony? Maybe he paid a bunch of Johns to go harass her and try to bang her a lot, or maybe he just straight up paid her. Maybe he was like, "Hey, I know some Hollywood producers, and we can," because she's supposedly an actress. I ain't seen the woman acting shit.
Wasn't she on TRL or something, or some kind of MTV host?
Maybe she ain't do a lot of nothing. She probably held a microphone and introduced a lot of people. That's about it. That's the height I've seen of her acting career. I'm just saying, super conspiracy theory. What if?
I'd like to think it. I just feel like it's a celebrity marriage, and those things don't fucking last. It's one of the longest ones ever, probably.
Correct.
So, but I do appreciate the effort you put into that.
I'm just saying, it's possible.
Another person just sit there and interview people. Josina Anderson.
Wait.
I said another person just sit there and interview somebody that's literally the only thing they're good at is Josina Anderson.
Just dial it up.
Just looks pretty every single day, but has literally no job.
Talking
sit there and look pretty.
NBA calling rolls and shit. NBA's anti-flopping program issued 5 warnings and 0 fines since during the 2016-17 season.
Bullshit.
0 flops assessed since January 10th.
Bullshit.
Somebody's
I saw 3 or 4 yesterday.
Yeah.
In the playoffs.
Somebody's asleep at the wheel right now. That's bullshit. I want to go work for that office because you don't have to do a dick.
They got some former not MLS, some former fucking like Champions League fucking soccer director in charge.
Seriously,
of shit.
soccer dudes and maybe like Kobe Bryant in there, like all the European basketball players.
Miserable, man.
That's pretty bad. It's like, dude, I want that job. That's some dude just sitting in an office on Tinder, just swiping. He's like, I don't know, don't care. No one wants
shopping,
you.
online shopping's on
No one wants
eBay
these
all the
spies.
time.
I'm
Yeah.
friends with all the players, anyways.
I like that fondue set.
Yes, like, God, that's a lot for a sushi set, but I'll make it once a year. How about it? All right, this is the part in the show where in the regular season of basketball. We're gonna do our predictions for the awards that are coming up. It's as Chad likes to tell me, there's gonna be an award ceremony this year.
There is going to be one.
Hey, Duggar, did you know there's going to be an award ceremony this year
It's hot out here
for
too.
NBA?
I think it's in like June.
Ah, sweet. Far off the fuck away. That's awesome.
They'll still leak it in the second round of playoffs, what they always do.
Oh yeah, always. You can't keep your mouth shut. It's the NBA too. It's too many black people. Sorry.
Damn.
Black man saying that. It's okay, guys. Rookie of the Year award. Who you got?
Malcolm Brogdon.
Fuck you. I knew you were going to say that. Dario Saric will not be the Rookie of the Year. It will be Joel Embiid. Yeah, enjoy
Malcolm
that.
Brogdon, boy.
31 games played, 6 rings on. Call him Joel Embiid.
Okay, wow, damn. 6 rings on him? Like, did he...
These
was
are
he winning a high school championship
These are
somewhere?
bubblegum rings.
Yeah, like the Ovaltine secret decoder.
He got them Cracker Jack box.
I'm just taking Brogdon because I don't know. Just
Hey,
actually
you're
playing
a
some
buck.
real minutes.
You're a
Like,
buck. Oh,
he's playing some real
get the
minutes, some
fuck
playoff
outta here.
minutes.
Okay.
Had a good playoff game.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons.
All right. I'm not.
Straight up.
I'm not.
Nobody else.
intentionally hurt
I'm
Phil.
not addressing that. Mister, about to get your ass whipped by the fucking Wizards. All right, 6th man of the year,
Greg Monroe.
Chad.
Greg Monroe.
This nigga don't know any 6th man of the year.
Don't know shit.
Don't know nothing. Well, I was gonna say Lou Williams, but they kind of
He
just
can't be. He's the 7th man
They
now.
kind of shat on him by trading him to Houston. So you're
You
kind of.
gotta take Gordon then, right?
I mean,
D Wade.
Nah,
No.
He wasn't. He didn't. He started too much.
no.
Just give it to him anyways.
No.
Yeah, he needs more trophies. He's like throwing shit out in the dumpster. Like,
Yeah. Dwayne
Nah, I'm
Wade
good.
apparently was on Shaq in the Fool too, and he told Shaq, he was like, "Hey, I'm 35." He's like, it's a blessing to be on Shaq in the Fool. By the way, Shaq, I'm 35 and playing in the NBA. By the way, it's like, I don't know how old Shaq was when he retired, but we're getting around that same age for both of them. It's like, yeah, you shut the fuck up. My 6th man of the year is gonna have to go to a man that the 6th man of the year should be named after. That's Jamal Crawford. You can't.
he's all right this year.
I mean,
He's had better years.
I mean, he's had better years, but he had years where he was starting. Like, you can't. Like, the man is consistently gonna give you 15 points off the bench. Like, he's gonna
Greg
give you
Monroe's
that.
been wrecking up the place. Actually, rebounds. Actually, been doing a little bit of rim protection. Got some
Greg
blocks,
Monroe
some
should be a
steals.
starter. Is the problem.
Oh yeah, but
Jamal Crawford
yeah.
should not be a starter.
Yeah, well, not anymore, but he should have been most of the time.
I mean, he was for a long time. Like, half his career
Not
was a
like
starter,
6
and then
or
the other
7
half
years.
was the dude's been in the league for like 14 years.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm just saying, Greg.
He was not a good starter.
He was all right.
He was all right.
He was.
Greg Monroe was an all-right starter.
The thing is about Jamal. The thing is about him. He needs to be on his own team.
See, but the only thing he can do is score. I'm saying Greg Monroe can at least rebound, block a couple shots,
If
get a
this
couple
was the
steals.
all one-on-one league, Jamal Crawford might be like
Well, no
top
shit.
5
Lou
players.
Williams
of all
would be
time.
too.
Seriously, but that's what I'm going for. I feel like that should be renamed the Crawford Award, in my opinion, because the man's been in the.
It's got to be Mike. What was his microwave? Microwave was it Dave Johnson? Whatever. What the hell's his name? Microwave Johnson?
Microwave Dave is a musician.
No, there's somebody microwave. Yeah, that's where I got Dave. But there's some. Who was the microwave?
I don't know off the top of my head, but he played for the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
I
want to say his name was Johnson. Maybe I'm probably way off on that.
was saying
so
Jamal Crawford was better than that guy.
I don't know.
Most improved player.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo.
Shut up. This man is
The Greek freak.
This man is from outside of Milwaukee. has no. I just got him to say the man's
I can
first
say
name
Polish
properly.
shit, like
Took forever to get him to say his first name properly. Man's been on your team what? 3 years? 3 years. A Tentacumpo.
Tentacoco.
All right, stop it.
Tentacuco.
Stop it. You about to say
The
Tony?
Greek
You about to say Tony Kukoc?
Tony Kukoc, 6th man of the year. You want to talk about the 6th man of the year?
If he
The
doesn't,
Greek freak, baby, man. He's got to be most improved player.
well, if Harden doesn't win the MVP because Westbrook probably will end up winning it, I think Harden probably should end up winning it. I feel like he's like the most improved player every single
first
year.
off, we're
Biggest
talking
jump,
about
though,
most
like-
improved player right now.
The biggest jump.
He's done a lot better than he has last year, and it's at least same
No.
MVP caliber.
He did really good last year.
You're not. No, that is not allowed. We will strike that from the
CJ
record. later.
McCollum got it last year.
Yeah, CJ
CJ
McCollum was
crap the
actually
year before.
like serious. That was actually a large leap. I'm going with somebody that kind of pissed me off. Nobody else's pick naturally. Deion fucking Waiters.
That's not a bad one.
Waiters
not a bad
County,
one.
They got so close to make the
He-
playoffs on the
they
salt of
probably
his
got
own
a
balls.
comeback player of the year, don't they? Or is it just most improved?
I don't know. I think they might have a comeback
They got a
player
comeback.
of the
You'll
year.
probably get that.
But he
like,
did improve a lot. I mean, and
Yeah.
then third honorable mention, I'm gonna give it to Tim Hardaway Jr. Because he had a
Yeah, he
really
did have a
good
good
game.
year for the
good
Hawks.
year. Like he has 15 points a
He
game.
whipped us up every time we played him.
Now he's learning that hey, be aggressive. You're athletic as shit. You can
Seriously.
shoot. Play basketball better.
King's blood too. Like
Good God, care. All right, defensive player of the year. Move on down to that line.
Kawhi Leonard.
Bingo.
James Harden. Psych.
Close second, Rudy Gobert though.
Yeah,
Very close.
I would give it to Gobert even though he got hurt.
I'm
Like,
giving it-
I'd still give it to
Gobert
Gobert
doesn't
even though he
matter.
got
I'm
hurt.
giving
He
it
got
to
hurt in the playoffs. The
Kawhi
doesn't
Leonard
matter.
because he's the only person that can D up LeBron James.
Because the wing's the most important. You know, it's great. You know,
Those are the
defending
best.
the rim, but
those
the wing
are the
defense.
best athletes. You can talk about like defensive ends, left tackles in the NFL.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best
yeah.
athletes in the world are wing players in the NBA.
Yeah, centers in the NBA now are like your run mauling right guard.
Yeah.
And you're just killer
It's
inside
like, are you big
linebacker.
enough? Then you're here.
Like,
by the way, it's like you can only do like two things. By the way, block shots and set screens.
But I just want to say there were a lot of really good wing defenders because like Giannis isn't even sniffing any like second team all.
And he's a great
He's
defender.
a great wing defender. He can
Yeah.
defend every position too.
Trust me, that's coming.
I
That's
know it
definitely,
is. I mean,
that's definitely coming down the pike. And I want to throw a honorable mention out there to Robert fucking Covington.
no, he's actually in the running, heavy on defensive player of the year. I was
Like-
reading the Mark Stein or Zach. I think Mark Stein, guy on ESPN.
Like, you go look
He
at
had him like
his,
second
you look
or
at his
third.
defensive efficiency. Like that man, we played him on. That's when we really started losing games towards the end because he got hurt for like towards the end, like 12 games of the year. Because we had James Anderson, who's not bad, but we had no one behind him, like anybody.
Roberson too. A couple years should be up.
Roberson
for this.
is one of the
Like,
better defending guards in the league.
If there was a playoffs defensive MVP, he'd be up for that every year.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that. If they get deep enough.
But
this year.
still, the hand of the king, the glove with the love.
The
Kawhi
Shocktopus.
Leonard. Shocktopus. Kawhi Leonard. Eat him up chicken dinner.
You know what? I think he should also be the MVP because he's the only person that can turn a 10-point deficit into a tie in about a minute.
Seriously.
He's 2 steals, hits a couple threes, and assists.
Which I have been saying, I feel like Kawhi. Well, if you're talking about somebody that's comparable to Michael Jordan when it comes to just talent, from the wing position, you could play Kawhi Leonard at the 2 guard. You could do that.
Play him fucking
You
anywhere.
play him at point.
Anywhere
like,
except center, and he's
He
finding
has
a way
the
at
biggest
center.
hands in the NBA, which Michael Jordan always had some of the biggest hands in the NBA. The dude has played one of the best defenders. Always is up in the lead in steals. Reminds me of Michael Jordan. He doesn't talk as much shit as Michael Jordan, but he's cold blooded.
Yeah, that's even scary because he doesn't talk shit. He just doesn't talk.
It doesn't talk, and his shot has gotten a lot softer.
Man's also a couponer, and he owns the same shitty car from first when he got drafted.
I'm just saying, the longevity on this man. I see a few rings in this dude's future.
He only cares about one thing, and it's getting better at basketball.
Yes.
And being more of a team player. That's fucking scary.
That's what you want in a teammate, and it happens to be everything that he is. All right, so MVP. This is the nuts and bolts. It's gone down to 2 people. The question is going to be, is it going to be the man who we all believe it will be, Russell Westbrook, or James Harden, who kind of should get it?
It should be Kawhi, but it's
It
gonna
should be
be
Kawhi.
It's gonna be Westbrook.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know how you can't give it to him.
Sorry.
I love Harden. I think he might even be a little more useful. But just I don't know. The way everybody interprets MVP is gonna be Westbrook.
I feel like if you put Harden on Westbrook's team, they're going to be a little bit worse. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, maybe. But Harden
I-
might actually. They might. He might have a little more direction.
I don't.
You're saying like that 13-2 out of your top.
He doesn't have a power forward that he can kick the ball to shoot the three. He doesn't have a point guard he can shoot the ball.
But he don't mind dishing down low either.
Three. Like, no, he doesn't. But those dudes aren't showing me shit down low that I'm worried about. That's why I told you earlier. I was like, I need to see Enes. I need not Enes Kanter, which that'd be nice lottery pick. Yeah. Did you see that shit, Steve Kerr? He got caught on video. Like they saw the words come out of his mouth. We can't play Kanter anymore. Like he literally said it. Not Steve Kerr. Billy Donovan. He said we can't play Kanter anymore.
Yeah, it's not good. And he actually scored a little bit, too, which is the shitty thing. But yeah, he's a sieve.
Yeah, like his pick-and-roll defense is absolutely atrocious. But like I said...
they kept switching Steven Adams and James Harden. It's like, dude, it's like, don't switch. Yeah. I don't care if he gets it open. Don't fucking switch.
That's my biggest... You
gotta make that adjustment.
Unless you have an athletic defensive center.
That's why Draymond Green's so fucking important.
Switching on these fucking pick and rolls when you got these stone-foot 7-footers that can't do shit except for fall down when they back up and foul. You gotta stop doing that. It's gotta stop being. I just really pissed me off. I was like, this is like the simplest fucking concept you can attack. It's like, yeah, you get the big guy and the small guy.
It's like that's why I have him fucking Giannis, and also we're trying to get Thon Maker there too, where he's at least fast enough. He's still learning, but he can.
He's an athletic motherfucking.
We're getting to where so Giannis doesn't do it all that time. Doesn't always have to switch on that.
Yeah.
Have him play some fucking 5.
Yeah. Well, I think the regular season MVP should go to Russell Westbrook. I do believe there should be a postseason MVP.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's pretty much the Finals MVP, I guess.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Which, by the way, should be LeBron James like every fucking year.
You don't know yet. There's still a lot of games to be played.
Every year in the playoffs, that's when LeBron James plays his best.
It is, but this year hasn't happened yet.
I mean, he scored 30-something points the night before and had his typical LeBron numbers, and they won.
No, but it's
barely.
Not over yet.
They're dicking him
what
down
if they
right now.
Set in the Eastern Conference by somebody, or
dude, I understand. I'm just
I know.
saying.
I get where you're going.
LeBron James in the playoffs is
or if Kawhi beats
different.
Him, Kawhi could take that shit from him. He could take that
dude,
torch.
The last team that LeBron wants to play in the finals are the
no
Spurs.
Shit.
Like, he wants, I mean, competitive-wise, you shouldn't want the Warriors, but he wants the Warriors. He just beat the he was like, look, you're better than me.
They'll be the system team in that matchup.
Yeah. I'm saying, he said, you're better than me basketball-wise, but I'm physically better than you, and I'll win. And he did it. He did that block on Andre Iguodala in the finals. That was literally LeBron James being like, look, I'm more athletic than anybody in this court. I can get down the fucking court faster than you. I can jump higher than you. It doesn't matter what you do.
Shoot better. I can pass better. I can.
It's like I will find a way to put the ball in the cup.
Kawhi Leonard lives for that shit.
Kawhi Leonard is the one person.
That's the only thing that's gonna make him better at this point is going up against that.
If the Cavs beat the Spurs, it will be on the salt of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love's balls. It will not be a LeBron James joint.
Danny Green's still a fucking pest.
Like, I mean, they still have people. I'm just saying, though, somebody else has to win that game because
honestly, to be Kevin Love, and they have so many goddamn fucking forwards. Like Marcus Aldridge is probably at least
like just Simmons. That dude, you put him on Kevin Love. Kevin Love is gonna go to that dude. That Simmons kid. That dude can play a 3 and the 4. He can play 2 a little bit. He's got handles. That dude is athletic as shit. Where the fuck did they get him from?
Overseas, I imagine.
Pisses me
off. They get every fucking.
No, he played in the D League for a while.
Really?
Yeah, and he stayed with their team, and then he led the D League, and it wasn't scoring, but he was the all around bet. He was like the Draymond Green essentially of the D League, and then he was just like, yeah, I don't like him. He looks like another fucking Kawhi Leonard, maybe a little taller. Doesn't shoot as well.
Good.
It's not good. It's not good.
Kawhi Leonard did look horrible shooting the ball for 2 years in the NBA, by the way, too.
I mean, he
looked awful.
Well, no, he could shoot the 3 decent. The thing was, he just held on to the ball. His hands are too fucking big.
I mean, he was just straight up spot up, but he still wasn't good.
He wasn't a bad 3-point.
Second year, he got a lot better.
Yeah, I'm saying though, his shot was always too strong. But when you put him at the 3, it went. That's like Chris Bosh's shot. Remember? It's like, yeah, for some reason you should be a better shooter, but you're just too long. That dude's shot is best from half court for some fucking reason. Like I said, Spurs. Not the team LeBron wants to see in the finals. He loves bully balling Kevin Durant. You can bully ball Kevin Durant. You can't bully ball Kawhi Leonard.
No.
And
all right, well, let's pick them. Finals.
Finals? Right now?
We might as well throw one out there. We can always change it.
All right.
People lose. But.
All right. My finals gonna be Cavs versus Rockets. Blah. I'm not telling you who the winner of that is. But Cavs versus the Rockets. I think this is the year the Rockets burn scorched the earth. What you got?
I got
Don't you dare say the Bucks.
Nah, I really want to, but no. Spurs and Cavs. Kawhi takes the torch from LeBron. I'll make my pick.
Okay.
In a crazy world, I would pick.
That's what I want, by the way. I want that to happen. But
I said these are amendable.
Yeah.
When somebody loses,
All
we'll remake picks. But.
All right.
In a crazy world, I'd have to pick Bucks and Jazz. That'd be my final. How crazy would that be?
What universe is this? Whose house is this?
You never know. Like
no, you're right. You're right. But
in some magical universe.
I mean, one upset, but
no, I'm gonna have to say, if anything,
like my NCAA bracket.
I want to see. Probably, I think it'd be Celtics Warriors. I'm gonna go crazy and do something like that. I think that could probably end up happening. Or Celtics Spurs. Celtics Spurs probably.
All right, Chad, you're done now.
I can see the Celtics coming, losing this game, just ripping off like a bunch in a row.
Who's gonna stop LeBron James from just dunking whenever he feels like?
I don't know.
Crowder, that's not a bad option.
I like Brad Stevens though. That's
Crowder gets in foul trouble. That's over with. That's it. That's the only person you have to defend him. All right, guys. Shiny and Chrome 22 is what you do. Got the bubble goose in my stuff. Whatever that means, I don't know. We out of here. Blah!
Go Bucks.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, what's
Shiny
the handles?
and Chrome Podcast.
Blah.
Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan. We the Szechuan boys. Little Szechuan saucy boys.
Bring it back.